here we have the final round of the inaugural eDTM Championship run by the wonderful Diaco, the mad, bad, bike-riding, cuddly German. Excuse me, I've got 15 frogs in my throat, courtesy of just having had dinner. Dinner, Batman. Right. Excuse me. So, excuse me for a second. Let's get to the track so people can see something that's going on. Let's get my settings right so you can see all the information you need to see. I would imagine this is in fact qualifying or practice or something. Anyway, what I need to do now very quickly is post this. Oh, Richie's already done it. Thank you, Richie. He's so organised, isn't that great? So Richie's already done it. I was just about to do it, but he's done it already. That's good. Now it's not 8 o'clock yet, so I hope this isn't the actual race. Is this the race? Have I messed up? No, they're all over the place, messing about. So good, that's good. I haven't missed the start yet. Haven't missed the start. When Simon, who I think is streaming the Am race, appears on his channel, I will post. That's already there. I will post the link to the Am race. I always like to do that. I know that people have written something, or maybe in the chat. So hello to whoever's there. I can't see the chat at this exact moment. Give me 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Here we go. Let's see. Not race, Richie. Yes. Hello, Matt. Hello. What's going on, dude? Thank you for joining me. Holman the legend. So let's see. We have LMP Jack LaMotta. We like Jack. We know Jack from Deutschland, sunny Deutschland. Then we've got the Guinnessland race. Oh God, what's going on here? How dare things change right in front of me? Evil things. Oh, I really didn't think I'd be this cheerful, but it's fine. I am being. So here we go. This round 8. So I'm going to. I've got Simon's up now. I'm going to mute Simon. Sorry, Simon. I'm muting you. I'm going to mute me in a minute. So I'll put Simon's one in there so that you can see. Good on you, mate, Richie. Thank you very much. I'd just like to put it in this to make sure that if people are seeing this, they can access the other one if they need to, etc., etc., etc. Right, let's get back in there. Let's see what the doodah day is. So let's see. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's JD, gentlemen. So the people we've got in the race at the moment is JD from the United States of America. Good old the whiskey loving whiskey file. Check his channel, Jack LaMotta. Just there from Deutschland. Let's see how he gets on in the hideous, horrible 911. It is. It is hideous. I hate them. Though I wouldn't mind like a brand new. Oh, this thing always does this. No, it's not made for kids. Get lost. Now save. Go back there, and I can read what my chatty chats say. Neil the Seal, all the way from sunny New Zealand. In an M6. Then we got another nutter in the 911. Not Bob from Bristol, Damo, who is probably not using ABS. That's what it is, because he thinks he understands physics better than driving a pendulum. Then there's VQS Holman, who's very fast indeed, from the very quick series. I don't know what it actually stands for, something like that. I did read it somewhere. And he's in a 458 Italy. I found that very difficult to drive, personally, a bit tail happy slappy, but he seems to do pretty damn well in it. And then we've got M3 Guy. So this is a new fella. M3 Guy wasn't new, but he's sort of relatively new. Okay, Richie, tell me if it's interfering now. I had it plugged in to charge, which, how about now? Is that any better? Tell me if it's better. Is it better? Tell me now. So let's go have a look at the liveries. Let's do what we like to do, which is like that. Look at that. I do a thundering thing. Oh, I've got a new subscriber, Golden Botto. I recognise that name. Thank you very much for subscribing, Golden Botto, if you're with us. Richie! Good, it was the plugging in interference from an electrical contact. Right, let's have a look. See, I do like that. I mean, it's still a Guinness. It's still a Guinness car, but it's a slightly different version with lots of gold and white and a little bit of black. Jack LaMotta. Oh, look at that. That looks John Player special Porsche. Now I know I don't like the Porsches, but yeah, that looks nice. That looks very nice. Okay, Neil Seal, what have we got? Another Guinness livery, because he's part of the GLR. Number 55. Always doing brilliantly well because he drives upside down. Difficult to do. And then Damo, who is driving a Gorilla Lol. That's another one. Look at that. The white and the black. Contrasting colours with you can't quite see it, but let's see it get a different angle. Will it show us from above? Of course it won't. Got some interesting triangles on the top. Holman. Look at that beautiful British Racing green. I don't care if you don't think it is. It is. Look at that. Oh! He's taking Damo. He's not having it. Car nada far. M3 Guy in the eDTM Lamborghini Huracan. Now we usually have a Jenny from TU-182. What are you on about? What's going on? Don't do that. Anyway, M3 Guy, who was also in a Huracan. Jenny from Cologne. She doesn't appear to be in today, which is very sad, because personally I think she did a fantastic job. Where's TU? Let's go to TU 82. That's quite nice colours. I do like the sort of the purpley blue. I'm a fan of blue. Blue's my favourite colour. I'm a fan of achromatic, which is, if anybody didn't know, white, black and all the greys in between. Let's see, who haven't we gone to? Maisto's in the house! Look at that nice McLaren. I do like those McLarens. I mean, the P1's my favourite, and the F1, obviously. I mean, the F1's just special. But, again, let's put a yellow flash on black and white. UMF, that's almost a protocol for streaming content. And we have Enreviel from sunny Norway. I believe that's the Norwegian flag. I'm going to get shot because I always get that wrong. I always get it all wrong. When you consider that my family background is Norway as well as Scotland. Phew. Look. More flashes of yellow. Oh, here we go. Jack. Now, this is one of the people that's going for the championship. Another British Racing Green. He likes his Audi R8. Nice V10. Always does very well indeed. It tends to be that the person that sort of challenges him the most is Mr. Holman up there from the same racing team. But, you know, Jack, as usual, with full jealousy, usually disappears off and does a great job. Mikey! Definite Guinness lover. Oh, look at that. It's more gold and black than white on this one. The black stuff. Yeah, very nice. Look at that. Nice Aston Martin. And then we've got Jamie Bolding, Jamie 18 rating, in his super duper GT3 Mercedes with its thundering supercharged V8 engine. It sounds fantastic. Anyway, that's Jack's little brother. And if I think I'm correct in saying that he uses a pad. And flatulation. Falcon is here to support his fellow Kiwi. A Kiwi, by the way, is a small, well, sort of quite a fat flightless bird with a big beak, and it's got the nostrils right on the end because it sticks its beak in the sand and goes. It's kind of like the equivalent of a sort of a bird pig, you know, snuffling stuff up and eating it in New Zealand. And of course, they're all being eaten by the cats and rats that idiot from the west took down there to kill flightless parrots. Anyway, where are we? So who have we got? Is that everybody? Now let's have a look at the. Let's have a look at this. Ooh, look at that. Maisto. So these are the people that I've just been telling you about. Now I'm going to go to my little notes. So in the leaderboard, let me just make sure they're big enough for me to see properly. The leaderboard I have in my notes. So we've got Jack, VQS Jack, with 177 points entering the final race, just ahead of GLR Mikey with 148 points. So if Jack doesn't finish and Mikey finishes first, Mikey will be the champion. I think they're the only two that can be champion at this point. I can't remember the exact points. I should know this. Here we go. I've got it here. 35 points for first, 30 for second. So yeah, 35 points. Oh yes. Oh, can I add this up? Yes. So if Jack fails to finish or finishes outside of the points, I can't be asked to work out exactly where he would need to come for Mikey to still lose, but it's highly unlikely he's going to be very far down even if he doesn't finish first. So they're the two title contenders, Jack and Mikey. Mikey's been a very tenacious racer. He's qualified well usually, but he's been better. He's been better in the races because he sort of just gets his head down and he gets going and he concentrates and off he goes. It was a great job. He never gives up. He's definitely part of the crew of the Starship. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, it's so annoying. Galaxy Quest. What's it called? What's the name of the Starship? Anyway, he never gets up and he never surrenders. Let's see. So from that point on, we've got Neil Seal with 117. Enra is fourth with 112. So those two are fighting for podium places. Definitely fighting for podium places. Both of them, if they win, could possibly get into second. Then Mr. Holman, who's not fighting for a championship, he's got 100 points. He's in 5th position. Then it's Damo, JD, Jack LaMotta, GLR Racer 14, who is in. I need to show you him because we haven't shown him already. Mr. GLR Racer 14 in this very nice BMW missed the last race. No, he didn't miss the last race. He's been missing some races that some of our pals have been doing. Including the Hugh Hatrick TCR Touring Car Championship races, because his PlayStation 4 broke and he now has a very posh PlayStation 5. So it's good to see him here. He's back down there. He's just ahead of Maisto, who's ahead of Glesger, who's ahead of Jenny, Pony 1692, who's ahead of Goldman, who's ahead of young Jamie Bolding. And then there's a bunch of people that I don't recognise. And there we have. Oh, so it seems Tiu was in the last race and is from. Oh, he's one of our Finnish friends. Yes, he's a Finnish friend. That's right. So if I go down to my little list of the nutters that we've got, actually, I'll have a quick look at what people have been saying. Let's see. Hello, Falconer, JD, and Damo are in an EV24 design livery. Let's have a look. So JD. This is an EV24 design livery, and we've seen Damo because a very similar sort of colour palette, the blacks and the whites, contrast. Very good, very good. Let's get someone that's driving round so you don't go, oh, that's not very good. Let's watch Enra for a bit. Great info, Brew. Thank you very much. I was wondering to ask for an Enra livery. Oh, oh, duh. Right, okay. A bit of yeah. Sorry, a bit slow, a bit thick. A bit of not self-flagellation. What's that thing? What's that thing like self-advertisement? There's a better word, a better phrase for it, but let's say a bit of self-advertising going on there. Hello, Ant. Good to see you. It's EV24 is called N Reveal 24. You know, you could have typed that in. EV24. So obtuse. Anyway, so Rich is after one. Something like the really bright one you done recently. Fluorescent! I like fluorescent colours. So, Ant's in the house. I have a lovely bunch of coconuts. Big one, small and... oh, God. He's obviously had sugar again. Oh, Rich is in both streams talking to everybody. Hello, you lot. Me too. Have fun, Simon. Now I'm just typing to Simon to have a lot of fun. Doug! How can you type and drive? Are you in the pits? Let's just have a see. Oh, you're in the pits. That's cheating. If you could type and drive, I would be very impressed. I'm definitely not in the zone for this race. That's okay. Put your ABS on. You'll be fine. Boom! Schaeffler. I used to have a really nice Schaeffler, not Schaeffler, Schaeffler fountain pen. I used it all the way through school because of how awful my handwriting was. It was great. Let's watch Holman going round and round and round. Give him a bit of screen time. So this is the GP circuit, not the Nordschleife. This is the one that was inaugurated by a bunch of Mercedes 190e 2.3 Cosworth, well, the Cosworth design head certainly is. It was a sort of a joint effort between Cosworth and Mercedes. Finnish Auto Sim Racing Team. Greetings from Finland. Hello. Aren't Maruga? Is Maruga in with us? No. No. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying now. Yes, so there's this whole sort of political stupidity of Mercedes back in the 80s where they had a big hissy fit on the... they demanded that the Mercedes company, the research guys, the development guys, could only make the 190 if they won the World Rally Championship with it. Now, this is the time when the Audi Quattro came out. So, I mean, the last rear-wheel drive rally car to win the World Rally Championship was the Lancia 035. Is that right? 035? God, is it 035 or 038? Brain's gone. Anyway, that Lancia mid-engine thing, and that was done by stroke of genius by the drivers. I mean, how they did that. But of course, when they sorted out all the problems on the Audi, 600 horsepower Audi with permanent four-wheel drive just destroyed everybody. Can I get one in 14 karat gold? I'm old and weary. Too much adrenaline. The other stream is in qualifying. And we're the pro lobby. We don't follow, we lead. So here we go. So this is the quali. Who shall we start? So there's people in the pits. Holman's been having a bit of practice, very serious about his racing. It's good to be serious when you're super quick, but it's also good to have fun, because let's face it, this is meant to be fun, it's meant to be a game. It's meant to be a laugh, and if it isn't a laugh, what's the bloody point? It's going very slow. Let's have a look at JD. He's currently number one on the road. but they're all on the outlap. Apart from Enra, who's probably designing something right as we speak. There's Maruga. Let's have a look at Maruga. Come on, let's get in there. Let's look at the... Oh, there we go. Oh, this is going to get confusing. They have basically the same design, but one's got a black roof and one's got a white roof. So, Maruga Scorpion, a young, vibrant Finnish person from Finland, who may or may not be anything like Mika Hakkinen, one of my favourite Finnish people. See, like, everybody likes Kimi these days, and he is funny. I was never that much of a Kimi fan, to be frank with you. My wife liked him, and that's another reason why I don't. So, but you know, he's very funny. I do like his attitude. I do like the kind of like, oh, get lost, everybody. I'm not playing the game attitude. Love that. But Mika Hakkinen was just so funny. He had this cheeky look. He had such a cheeky look on his face. And he'd never let anybody get away with anything. He'd put this little light would go on, switch on in his eyes. I mean, you know, it was just so funny. Anyway, so let's give the Finns a bit of love. Black roof for Teuwu 82. We have a Blomqvist. We have a Blomqvist in. Go Hakkinen. In the chat, and I don't know if he really is a Blomqvist, but the original Stig. Never mind Top Gear. The Stig was a mad rally driver. Oh, I used to love. And Pentiaricula, was he Finnish? Don't get upset if I've got it wrong. Pentiaricula. I used to have a videotape of the 1988 British Open Rally Championship, and it was Jimmy McRae, Colin McRae's dad, who was a superb rally driver, one of the world's best. I mean, there was a bunch of them, and they were driving things like Mantas and Escorts and Chevette Magnums and Sunbeams, and I mean, when you got 250, 300 horsepower going through the back wheel of a Talbot Sunbeam. Oh, and the sound they made, those Mark 2 Escorts, Mark 1 and 2 Escorts. Yard Blomqvist, am I getting that right? I'm definitely trying very hard not to sound German, because one of our Scandinavian friends, I'm going to say Scandinavian, he's not from Finland, but somebody was saying he sounded German, and no, he didn't. He just didn't. Anyway, so that's a bit of love for the Finns. Pentiaricula, he was another one that was funny. But I know, Swedes and Finns, there is definitely some needle between you, so I'm not going to pretend I know who's who. So, has everybody done a bit of a lap yet? So, if that's the case, look at Jamie. Let's give Jamie a bit of love. A bit of Jamie is, I mean, allow the friendly jealousy to flow for the Balding family, because they're both very young. Obviously, one's younger than the other. You can't have a little brother and a big brother without one being younger than the other. That's just physics. You know, just how it works. If you don't like that, oh! But, you know, as I say, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody that knows better, Jamie's on a pad. And he's so fast compared with me. And at the age that he is, he's only going to get better. So, you know, it's a bit like, Charles Leclerc. Oh, I love that name. It is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc and his little brother Arthur. Arthur, I don't know how to say that in a Monaco French accent. You don't say th, you say t. Arthur. Somebody who speaks French and is from Monaco, teach me how to do that. What's he doing now? He's in the Ferrari program like his brother was, but I think he's just going into the next junior series. But another precocious talent in that family, which is great to see. So let's have a look. Let's have a quick butchers at the live timing. So at the moment, Holman is in the lead by a tenth of a less than a. Oh no, it's more than a tenth of a second from VQS Jack. But Jack has this habit of building up. We have noticed this. Jack is not balls out. Have you posted a link in my Discord? I have indeed, sir. I have indeed. Well, I haven't. Richie did it for me. I was just about to do it, and he was like seconds ahead of me. So annoying. So talented. Anyway, I think that hair he's got is so... Oh. Yeah, so Jack tends to build up. He's sort of like, he finds a limit, he gets into the car, fiddles around. He's now got his wheel fixed, so there'll be none of that nonsense that was going on before, where his wheel would just stop working and he'd have to fight his way back, though he did fight his way back a few times. He did a superb job. Ooh, there we go, there we go. Where is the Kiwi in this race? I will show you the Kiwi. I only see an Aussie. What? I thought Neil the Seal was a Kiwi. Do you know, I did notice that his flag wasn't a Kiwi flag, but I thought he was from New Zealand. Let me look at my notes to see if I'm just making that up. Because I may have just decided that he was a Kiwi. Because there's bloody millions of you get everywhere. I didn't think you lot were allowed out. You're all being taken over by mad people in charge. You need to be shot. What's his name? Oh my God, I've done it again. Right, well, you just... Oh, bumface. Alright, okay, for anyone that's interested and likes to have a good laugh, this is Neil the Seal, who's not a Kiwi in any way whatsoever. He's actually an ostrich. Or a bloody cassowary. Or is it the rhea? Which one's in Australia? And or a camel. He might even be a roo. He ain't a kanga. No, I'm the roo, he can be the kanga. Oh, ripper! We used to have this television advert for Citrus Spring, a stupid fizzy drink, and you get all these kangaroos bouncing along, and they go, and then one on a pogo stick comes past, they all crash and they go, yeah, it's D-Max is what I'm thinking of. It's because they were on being annoying last night, sticking it for each other and being provincial. Bloody colonies, sort yourselves out. Anyway, and they go, oh, they all crash, and they go, oh, Struth, Bruce, is that spring natural? As natural as a body in a billabong, Bruce. It's new Citrus Spring. And the other one is an advert that used to say, well, Abawonga. That's Australian for sheep dip. Many people like Steve Irwin. He was alright, because he wasn't the original. I liked a guy. Kiwi eat from things in the ground. Aussies bury their... Do you know kangaroos hug and kiss? And then punch you in the face and rip your guts out with their big belly, big feet. Anyway, so now, thanks to that doodah, Jack has now taken the lead for the pole position. Told you, builds up. And if you look at those times there for Vikas Holman, who sort of, I suppose he's driving on the side because he's halfway around the world, about 3, 4, 5, I think between 3 and 6,000 miles away. Unless he's in Hawaii, in which case it's a hell of a lot further. But he'll be lying on his side driving, so, you know, well, he is 28 thousandths of a second slower at this point. Fastest lap. Anyway, let's go around. We have a Finn, a flying Finn, 282. I forgot his actual name. I might have his little name. I'll try to... No. He's been playing Gran Turismo Sport for 1 year. He has a Thrustmaster wheel and he is apparently a digger driver. So he drives a digger, like what we in Britain would call a dumper truck, and in America you would call a caterpillar. No, why am I doing an Australian accent to say caterpillar? Struth, mate, getting it all wrong today. Whoa! Don't do that. Anyway, let's listen to a V10 for a bit. So we've got Jack, followed by Holman, followed by the Flying Finn, who is Teo, the digger driver. So, what's his face? Who's that German fella I keep talking about? Let's see them going round. Shut your face. And learn how to type properly. You got an F on the end of it. This will shut you up. There you go. Happy now? You like that angle, don't you, Richie? Go get yourself a Guinness. I'm finishing a lemonade. 8 minutes 40 seconds left of this qualifying session. Oh, lots of slip angle there, lots of understeer, screechy tyres. See, once again, lots of slip angle. I've been sort of experimenting with slip angle because, you know, I'd hate pushing on understeer in the corners, and obviously some cars are better at turning than others. This one's quite heavy as it's set up in this. I mean, look how much lock you had to have there to try and get it to go around the corner. But it's scrubbing the tyres, and there is wear in this race, if I remember correctly. Is there wear? Tyre wear, yes, there should be tyre wear. So, what we will do, M3 guy, let's see. This is Nick. He's from the United Kingdom. So, if you're American, just assume he talks like Dick Van Dyke, because I've watched all Will and Graces and they think the British accent is, "Hello mate, how you doing? Watcha?" Which of course it isn't. Right, this gentleman here, Doug, in his BMW. So he's entering turn 1. Turn 1 is called the Hugh Hacken. So Norbert Howe, who was the chief of the motorsports division of Mercedes. This going around here is the Mercedes Arena. They go round and round and round, and then they go round and round and round again. Then they go down this little straight to the Valvoline curve. You got to say curve if you're German, curve, okay? And then they go around this right-hander, which is the forward curve. Then they go down this little kinky straight, because the Germans, they like the kinkiness, into this big hairpin, which is the Dunlop Kehre, which is the sort of hairpin, sharp turn word for that. This is the Michael Schumacher S. It is the S shape, and it is named after Michael Schumacher, father of Mick. This is the Michelin curve. If you are French, you gotta say it like this. It is a Michelin. This is Warsteiner, which is a nice beer I've had in Deutschland. Then you go around the little corner called Advanbogen, heading to the NGK chicane. And then finally around this little bend here, the final corner, I believe 15, the Coca-Cola curve. This is the best information I have. This is a whole lap, and he's 11th. Right, who else? Let's go on board with Maisto. We've not had a look at Maisto for a bit. Whee! And see how the McLaren does. Let's again stay inside so we can see. Now that's interesting. A bit unstable on the back end, but he's not. I was going to say he's not overturning. That's a little bit more, but that's not as bad. Not as bad. Let's see. He's getting 156s, 155 is his fastest time so far. What's he going to get on this lap? On the brakes, down into second. Oh, unsettled on the curb. Oh, yep. Curbs really unsettled it. So, and he's out of fuel anyway, so it looks like he was coming in. Oh, that was not good. So let's have a look at Not Bob in his interesting Porsche 911. Okay, let's go to that silly map, see if anyone's saying anything to me. They are 6 minutes ahead of me in quali. Okay. I do like the rear view mirror, a big TV screen. I like that, that's good. Oh. It didn't bite, didn't go, and they had to back right off to get it around the corner. The Not Bob, as is known, Not Bob from Bristol, Damo, is, what did he say earlier in the chat? Not in the right frame of mind for this, but still, I hope that whatever happens, no matter how much ABS he has or has not got on, I'm hoping that he enjoys the race, because, you know, I've enjoyed watching him battle and battle and battle previously, in previous races. So the qualifying is over in Lobby Am, the Amdram. I want to type something rude, but you know, I'm not going to. I'm lovely. Falconer, thank you for typing that into both chats. You're lovely. And when you think about all the blood pooling in the top of your brain. Right, let's watch Jamie inside his little car. The thundering V8. We have 3 minutes left of this qualifying session. You can see the problems with using the controller here. You know, the sort of the subtleties of how much you can turn the steering wheel and the controllability of it, but also the brakes and the accelerator. It's just all a little bit more sort of clunky because you're having to use the controller. I found that anyway when I got my Christmas presents. Oh! And then you end up with things like that. But still, he's getting it 156, 155.3 was his last lap. Why is it not picking that as the fastest time? Maybe you went off track a little bit and it's negated the time. It's cut the time. Up on there. Oh, cut the corner. Made it very unstable on the back end. Careful, Jamie, careful. Oh, bad luck, mate, bad luck. But it wasn't a serious cut. Never mind, you're doing a great job. I mean, 14th you're in the pro lobby. Think of it that way. You're not actually 14th. What you are is something like 14th out of 30 odd. So, you know, you're doing super duper duper. Super fast. I mean, it's like if I was the worst F1 driver in the current field, I'd still be fast. I'd still be the worst of the top 20 drivers in the world. So, you know, though that never helps when you're in the middle of it, does it? Never at all. So let's see what time he's got. 56, 57, 58. Still a good time, mate. Still a good time. Right, who else can we go on board with? Let's watch. Let's watch his brother. Same position. Using the tyres to scrub off speed. Oh, he's going faster. He's going to get another lap in. He's going to be able to finish this lap. He's got fuel, quarter of a tank, so he's okay. 153.753. Oh my giddy aunt. He's done it again, and he's just got faster and faster and faster. He had a few laps where he, I guess he's experimenting, or he was playing around. Who knows? Who knows what goes through his mind? I had no idea what goes through a 14-year-old's mind. Even when I was 14, I didn't know what went through a 14-year-old's mind. As I was told when I was younger, that I was never young, and it's true, I never was. But then again, I never got old either. I started old, and I've been going backwards ever since. Which is why I'm now 28. Or 22, which is why my racing number, which I don't use because I don't race, is 228. Oh, look how close that is. 153.794, 153.753. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that. Holman's got the pole. Oh my giddy aunties actually trumped him on the pole. They've traded fastest sectors in those laps, followed by Jack, followed by a flying Finn, Teowo, the digger driver, Jack LaMotta, who's always pretty quick. I'll give him he's in fourth on the grid. Then it's JD, the whiskey file, in his thundering V8. Then you've got Enra with his wonderful, whatever those things that you paint on the outside are called, liveries. Then you got Maruga Scorpion, another flying Finn, in seventh. Only, there's not a lot. Look at those times; they're all very similar, very close together. Then our Mikey from somewhere near Cork in the island, and that's the last time I'm going to do that. Maybe, possibly. Then Neil the Seal, who's Australian and not a Kiwi in any way whatsoever. Then it's Maisto, another German, another very quick person. M3 Guy, who we have seen for the second time now and is doing a great job in his big, fat, ugly Lamborghini. Which, you know, underneath is kind of the same as the R8, but not. Then we've got Don, who's Doug, sorry, Don is D-Max. Doug from the United States of America, who is the host of this lobby in 12th. Damo, who's going to have a great race, I'm sure, followed by Jamie. But look how close they are again, very, very close. It's all to play for. It's going to be a fantastic race. Gonna be great. Gonna be great. Jarko Blomqvist, Racing Team Finlanders. Of course, yes, I know. Well, that's good. You keep supporting them. You keep saying nice things. You keep saying nice things. But I don't want to see their gearboxes destroyed, because I know who invented, these mad rally drivers invented crash gear changes in minis and left foot braking. Who needs a clutch? The engineer screams, "You do! I gotta fix that!" I can't remember which one it was, which sort of famous 80s rally driver, or no, sorry, 60s, 70s, 80s rally drivers that started in the minis and invented the Scandinavian flick and the left foot braking and the all that kind of stuff. But they did sort of have this little laugh, smile on the face. Right, come on. This is going to be a pain because I'm going to have to... it always does this. I hope they fix this for something. Exit. Back in. Come on, back in, back in, back in, back in. Go back in. Back in. There you go. And they're off! What a fantastic... There we go. What a great start. So, pole position stayed in pole position. Second is stayed in second. JD's managed to slip into third ahead of and Enra has also overtaken the Flying Finn. So the two Finns are next to each other. Oh, they won't like a Norwegian got in front of them. Oh, but he's taken a very wide corner, and as the Finns are getting ahead as Enra kept the place. I'm just going to go back, go through and see what's happening. Oh, a bit of rubbing there. Jamie Balding's trying to get past Bob. Not Bob, sorry, not Bob, because his name's not Bob, you know. And he's done it. Oh, what's Doug up to? He's got his new controller, and he's probably not used to it. Oh, bit of a battle back there, bit of a battle back there. Oh, what are you doing, Jamie? What's those brakes? What's those brakes? Going through the field, they're a bit line astern, but there's battles going on. A little bit of gap there. Up to Maisto in his McLaren. We've got the one of the Finns, the slightly slower of the Finns, shall we say, based on the qualifying. Moruga Scorpion, who's right behind Jack LaMotta in his... Oh, he got a wheel onto the grass there, which is never a good thing in a Porsche 911. You can see the stuff going on at the front. I don't want to be too... So he's lost 2 places as Tailwheel, as our digger. He's lost 2 places, which is unfortunate. But, you know, a great job by Enra and by JD. That thundering V8. Now let's get back to the front and see what's going on between these two nutters. Chat Challenge is the British Racing Green, the racing colours of VQS Racing Team. Now, this is half an hour. Half an hour. So, Jack knows he's got 27 minutes to get past. But, he also knows that he doesn't have to get past to win the championship. He's not stupid. He may be ickle and very young, but he knows that he doesn't have to win. He's ahead of Mikey anyway. Actually, where is Mikey? Where's Mikey gone? There's Mikey. Mikey down in 9th, but Mikey will be fighting back. Oh, something going on there. What's going on? Jack LaMotta putting loads of pressure on Flying Finn. Teo, the digger driver. I would like to see him drive that digger, but I wonder if he slides it. Oh, he's got it the inside. What a fantastic move. He's got past JD. What a super duper move. Dive down the inside, lovely and clean on the brakes. This is a fantastic battle for fourth, fifth and sixth. Actually no, it's for third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Seventh isn't that far behind either, so you can't really discount anybody after that. Now look at this. Let's go here. That's not a good place to try and go up the inside, but he's doing it anyway. He's been given plenty of room, but he's got the outside line for the chicane, and Enra knows this fact. So excellent, good and clean. That's what we like to see. No argy-bargy, as they say. Oh, Jack LaMotta is up the inside of JD. Or is it the way around? No, JD's up the inside of Jack LaMotta. Got myself all... Oh, nice. Am I saying his name right, by the way? Finnish Auto Sim Racing Team. Is it Teu? In Welsh, W is a oo sound, so, but you wouldn't have an oo and an o afterwards. You might say oo-o. So anyway, tell me how to say it. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Lots of stuff going on here. It's all very close. Oh, look at that ahead. Two abreast, and then, oh, just bish bash bosh. Oh, track limits. God, these F1 drivers, they get everywhere. We have 9 lovely people watching the eDTM Round 8, final round of the Pro race. Maisto is down the inside. Can he stop it in time, or will he? Is there going to be the switchback? There is the switchback. Nice try, but he couldn't get it stopped. Couldn't get it stopped. But you've got to try. As Senna said, as he smashed 5 other people out of the way, if you no longer go for a gap, then get out of my way. That's not what he said, but that's what he was thinking. Senna was one of these people. Martin Brundle has said on a number of occasions in interviews that when he was racing him in Formula 3, Senna used to overtake by putting himself somewhere and then leaving it up to you whether or not you crashed, which is very much like what Verstappen does. I'm going here, you can crash if you want. Got it. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. So let's have a look. I can't go back. I think somebody was a little bit slow. Yes, somebody was a little bit slow. Sorry, a little bit early on the brakes, which I can't have a go at. It was Enra, I think. I was thinking it because there was quite a bit of yellow. Oh! Cut back. Has he got the cut? Oh, and he lost it on the curb. Will he get a penalty for cutting the curb? Was it the corner? Was it a little bit? He's not got the inside line, but he's got... Oh, no, Enra's... Not Enra, sorry. It's, I don't know. Yeah, so Moruga was desperate to stay ahead, so put a bit too much power on. Jack and Holman still line astern. They're not. I don't think they're fighting each other. I think they're just getting away from everybody else. So we'll leave them alone. There's lots of action going on here. So Teu is back into third, and he's gapping Jack LaMotta. Though of course Jack was behind some other people earlier, so maybe he'll start reeling him in. We will keep an eye on that. T-Woo82. T, not Teu. T-Woo. Thank you very much. Finnish Auto Sim Racing Team. You're a star. Oh, JD, look at that. Using all the curb to help him get around that corner. Nice steep curb to give him a little bit of extra, little bit of extra lateral force on the outside. Tyres, a bit like you do there. You don't want to do there, but you do want to do there. Very good. Still very exciting. So it's calmed down a little bit ahead. There's that battle. That battle is still going on. I think Mikey is definitely doing that thing. With 22 minutes to go, Mikey is doing that sort of settling down, getting into his rhythm, and now he'll start peeling through people as best he can. This is what happens. Oh, slipstream tricks by Maruga coming out of the creating a slipstream for Mikey. Mikey's got a good line on this corner, but it's the outside line on the next. Oh, that wasn't deliberate, I don't think. He just slid. It's understeering out. It was always going to, but you know, this is where racing becomes very complicated. I've got no sympathy for the FIA, but I have sympathy for people trying to decide whether something's deliberate or not. Pit window lap 7 is on the other stream. So yes, we need to have a look at the tyre wear. We've not done that yet. I've been so engrossed in the actual racing. Let's look at the tyre wear, and also let's just want to see if Mikey does a dive down the inside. No, too far back. Too far back. But he'll have a slipstream. This is another good place to overtake. Not this one, but the next one. This is the Schumacher S. He can keep a good speed up, and if you can stay close, you can dive down on the brakes. No, he's not doing it at this point. Into... was this the Warsteiner curve? Let's have a look. Yes, the Warsteiner curve, and then you get the Advanbogen coming up here. This is the Advanbogen just here. Watch that inside curve, it can spit you out sideways. Right, I'm thinking that we need to go... oh, we've missed Jack overtaking. Oh, typical. So either a mistake was made. We will go back at the end. So has Enra gone? Enra's gone. Enra's gone. Oh no. Oh, that's such a shame, Enra. You were doing such a great job, mate. You really were. And you had another 20 minutes to sort of gain places back. So Jack, Enra is saying Jack LaMotta and Maruga were desperate to gain positions. Yeah, that can be a bit of a problem. Something me and Matt, the other Matt, the Merking, TMK Merking 444. We're having this conversation about some of the antics that go on in Gran Turismo. Unfortunate. Do they need to pit, or can they drive to the end? No, they need to pit. If you look, let's say, so we'll go through them now. So Jack's got quarter of a tank left, and his tyres are wearing. So they're on. Let's see, we've done 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes, 11 minutes nearly. And that's 6 laps. So I reckon the next couple of laps they'll all have to come in. So if you look, Mr. Holman has used a bit more fuel, but his tyres are in slightly better condition. The wear is more even on Jack's though. If you look there, you can see the back tyres on the Ferrari are wearing more than they are on the R8. Anyway, so we go back to Tiwu. Now I can say it. Thank you very much. Has got just under a quarter of a tank. Tyres wearing, but not too bad. A little bit less fuel on Jack LaMotta, but a lot more wear on his tyres. A lot more wear. You can see by the sliding. There's a reason I don't like the Porsche. Oh, there's a lot less fuel in JD's car. That thing's definitely... Now, you know, for people that know this, when you've got the fuel usage, you can alter the mixture to have less power and use less fuel. So, of course, we don't know what they've been doing to do that. Doesn't like doing that on that back end. And as the tyres wear, oh, it's not a good idea. One time it will catch you out as the tyres wear. Anyways, Maruga, his... tyre wear is very good on that actually. What is that about a it's not an eighth of a tank, it's a bit more than that, isn't it? But the tyre wear is excellent on that, so he's doing well. Mikey is pushing him and has got an eighth of a tank, a little bit less fuel in there. So I'm reckoning the next lap or two Mikey will have to come in. But the tyre wear is pretty good, it's a bit more on the outside. So the left rear. M3 Guy, we've not really seen much of M3 Guy. It's been plodding along. It's in 8th position, less than a second, or about a second behind Mikey. Again, 1/8 of a tank, so similar sort of fuel consumption to Mikey there. Oh! Jamie Balding's empty, and his tyres. We've seen this before with Jamie, because again, he's on the pad. It's always going to wear the tyres more because you have that more slip angle, a little bit less. But he's in ninth. Oh, what's going on here? Don't push him off. Neil de Seal. Don't push him off. We're not having any of that nonsense around here, mate. What is this? Oh no, we saw you. We saw you. He's actually got... Oh, and Jamie's the boat. Oh, they're fighting so hard. Jamie overbraked himself. And he's into the pits. Into the pits to get a new set of boots. And a bit of a drink for his car. So, this is an opportunity for Neil. He's got a lap, 2 laps worth of fuel left. And his tyre's looking pretty good, Nick, relatively. He can be... Push, push, push. Now, let's see. It looks like Holman, who has the fastest lap, has gone in the pits. He's in the pits because he's no longer in second. Maisto's, this is his last lap before he's got to come in. I bet he's on a... Tyres are looking quite good though. Oh, Neil's, they're all... Oh, fish-tailing, squirrely back end, under power. It gets very tippy-toey when your tyres start wearing and you're sliding more. He's sticking to that white line very well. He's not gone onto the grass. That's very good. Nice wide line going in here, late apex. Used all the track. It's definitely push, 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 but he needs to come in. So he's just trying to keep up and keep as much time going as he can before he peels into the pits. We'll go back to Holman, who's dropped back to 8th. He put 3/4 of a tank in, which should get him to the end, I reckon. 15 minutes left with past half time. Brand new soft tyres, racing soft tyres. Let's see his times. 1:55.9, 54.4, 54.4. Very consistent. 55.2, 56.2, 55.2. And then the lap where he was in the pits at 2:31. Let's see what he gets. Won't really be able to see his pace on this lap because it includes coming out the pit exit. Oh dear, he's pushing hard though. Look at that, he's pushing hard. Okay, so JD in the thundering supercharged V8 that we have noticed uses a bit more fuel than the others, has been in the pits, and he's got 7/8 of a tank of fuel, so he's put a little bit more fuel in than the others. Other people have now gone into the pits, so he's gone back up to 5th. Oh, big slide. It's not going to do the tyres on the back much good. Jack LaMotta, he's been in the pits, so has Tiu. Oh, Holman's back up to 2nd, but there's a bit of a gap. Jack's been in the pits. Let's have a look at... So if you look at Jack's times, if you compare Holman's times to Jack's times, Jack was waiting behind him for the opportunity. You look at those, every so 56, then 154, 154, 154, 154, 154, 155, and it had crept up to near 155. So it was the slowing of the car as the tyres wore, rather than just. And Holman's, you know, is within spitting distance, but unless Jack makes a serious error, or if he's, do you think he'll? Don't think by the end they'll be lapping people, so maybe a mistake can be made while lapping, you know, and never a judgment from the lapper or the lap-e. Anyway, I'm glad I'm not in the pro lobby next season, that's for sure. Well, I mean, we want clean overtaking. We don't want people so desperate to get past they push the boundaries, frankly, in my opinion. I don't really like, you know, So let's see what we've got. 154.5 for Holman compared with a 152.5. My goodness. 2 seconds faster. It's like he's just... It was like he was on a laggy band before, and now he's cut the cord and he's off. I'm flying free! Okay, let's go through the field. We have VQS Jack, JJ, Vin Petrol, as I call him, in the lead, flying with the fastest lap of the race. Well, actually, yeah, that 152 will be lower because of coming out the pits. But Holman would have... No, Holman... Ah, yes, get this out. He had a 152.8. Yes, it all works out now. Okie dokie. So we need to see what Jack's this lap is like to see what the pace comparison is. You'll have Diaco to menace you next season, yes. Lots of menacing. He'll turn up on his hog, probably with a... I don't know, what are hog riders there? Colt peacemakers and a sawn-off shotgun. Yeah. With a big bat patch. So because he's a proud German, it'll be a Heckler and Koch Colt peacemaker 9mm parabolum. Oh, the MP5K. Yeah. Yes, finished. That is correct. I caught up eventually. Faster than you typed it in. Haha. Right. So let's what's Jack's time? 154.2. So that is 0.2 faster than Jack's last 2 laps. 0.3 and 0.2 respectively. So, yep, he is pulling away. Let's go through. So we have the Flying Finn. I like that Flying Finn. I've heard it before somewhere. TU82, who is 5.5 seconds behind. He's pulling respectable times. He's doing the 154s. Definitely respectable times. I've heard quite a few people seem to like the BMW, though I might be getting mixed up with Assetto Corsa because they've had a new BMW appear on the Assetto Corsa Competizione on some of the streams that I watch for Hugh and Taya. A bit of an update over the past few months. Jack LaMotta, who is in a comfortable 4th position, getting on for 6 seconds ahead of... Let's have a look at his times. He's another one that's in the 154s. He's managed to get 2 times in the 154s. A lot of sliding around going on, so his tyres are already showing signs of wear. Using all the track. All the track. Which you've got to do, I suppose, as long as you don't go off the track. Which, of course, there are places where everyone does. I'm of the opinion that this green stuff is quite useful to stop that happening. Look at that. As the big pendulum of the big engine sticking out the back takes effect. Slidey slide. And yet, if anyone's wondering why I did rage quit, well, you know, I like authenticity, mate. I like people owning their own behaviours. So, you know, I'm sad. It makes me sad. Because you were very competitive and you had a superb start and you were good to watch fight, frankly. So 155 there, let's have a look. 154 followed by 155, so he's a very similar time actually because they're just on either side of the 155. But he is pushing, and I wonder how much that is hampering him, because if you push too hard in a car like this, it bites you back and you get a lot of sliding and you ruin the tyres. JD, nearly 6 seconds back in the thundering V8, which I think, even though it's a Mercedes, oh, look at that. Look, there's those track limits. Oh, it's a suggestion, right? Suggestion. That's why they need grass. Slippy, wet grass. Then it won't happen. I'm on all this gravel and tarmac, slippy wet grass. I know why the tarmac's there. any circuit that does MotoGP or bike racing needs a tarmac there to stop the bikers getting splattered quite so much, but still. Doing a great job. Tyres wearing. You know, it's a big thundering V8. Our Mikey in 6th. Second in the championship. Where will he end up? Where will he end up? Let's have a butcher's where he's currently, 148. So I think for 6th position that would be 18 points. So it will be 166. So he's not going to win, obviously. Neil the Seal is behind him, so if he stays in the position he's in now, he will secure 2nd place in the championship, which is pretty damn good when you consider that he didn't start, same as Jack actually. Jack didn't start race 6th, I believe. It's entirely writing. No, 5. Did it right. And Mikey didn't manage race 4, but still. Great effort, mate. Let's have a look at his times. Tyres are looking okay. Pretty good. I've driven this. Oh, stuff's happening. The Scorpion is about to sting. Oh, that's good. That's a good line, isn't it? Let's do that again. Scorpion is trying to sting Mikey. But another thing I noticed about Mikey, and Sod's Law dictates that when I say this, commentator's curse, he'll mess up. But I'll say it anyway, is that he's pretty good at dealing with pressure so far that I have noticed, so that'll be interesting to keep an eye on this. If he can stay ahead of Mr. Scorpion, it would be useful, because Neil the Seal is only 2 seconds behind and catching, and Neil the Seal is the next person in the fight with 117 points. Of course, yeah, the gap's too big. Even if they swap places, Mikey will still end up 2nd. So I think at the moment it's looking like it's going to be, this is my prediction, JJ for the championship, Mikey as runner-up, silver medal, slightly smaller trophy, and the kudos of being a very fast Guinness drinker. Leader started lap 17, rest of field lap 16. Is he that far ahead already? He's nearly 4 seconds ahead of Holman. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this lap chart, not laps of the circle map. You can see where they are. You can see here the spread of the field. I want to show that quickly. 6 and 7 and 10 and 11 are the 2 battles going on. So let's go back. We've been watching 6 and 7, still quite close. Let's go back to 10 and 11. I'd like to give everyone a... Jamie Balding is doing a superb job with his controller. He's within sight. You know, he could. Bit of slidey slide with the thundering V8. We've seen that on JD's car, haven't we? So, you know, doing a great job. I like to encourage the young man, because I want him to know he's doing a great job. Oh, on the other stream. I wonder what you're talking about. God, you come here with your funny other streams. I'm not commentating on the other stream. You're that ticker tape thing that goes underneath, aren't you? You know, like when they've got the news. Other stream. Leader, starting lap 17. Rest of the field, lap 16. Right, so we're on lap 14 here. 3 minutes remaining, so... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens and other people, Germans, Finnish people, other Norwegians, English, Irish, Scots, Canadians if there are any, people from California, which, let's face it, it's like, you know, a whole different place. Anyway, we are coming very close to the end. Oh, he's got the inside line. Is he going to be able to do it? He's got the inside line for the Advanbogen. He's ahead, but he's not got the inside line. If he can come across, No, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Can they both get it stopped? That was exciting. If he'd have been Max Verstappen, he would have chopped straight across the front of him. He would have just moved and defended the line. He could have technically done it. He could have done it. Oh, this is very difficult, but he might be able to get the switch back if he can get this corner right. If he can get this corner right, because is he gonna do it? No, he didn't manage to do it. Oh wow, that's a really weird one, because you'd think, he's got the inside line. He's got the inside line round Mercedes Arena. Oh, he's got it though. He's got it, but he's not safe. Doug's still there. He's not gone anywhere. Exciting. Jack Lamotte, Maisto was giving him Jack Lamotte. I do apologise. Maisto was. I see what you mean. What lap to expect? Thank you, Richie. I still think you're that ticker tape thing going across. Richie, for anyone that's interested. Oh no! No! Oh, pushing hard. Jamie's there, ready to take it on. Oh, right. So I'm going to leave that fight. I'm going to go back up to Mike. He's been passed. He's been passed by Scorpion. He's 1.4 seconds ahead of Neil Seal, who's bouncing along in the background with a little jowie. He's got a little jowie in his pouch. Doingy. But he might be able to pounce like one of those. Oh, what's going? See, is he going to have the run? Will he have the legs? Now, will Mikey be able to do the switchback? He's not going to be able to get around the outside. That doesn't work. It's way too sharp. But he's got the chance to sort of, again, very controlled. Yes, excellent switchback. Very nice indeed. But he hasn't got the inside line for the first part of the Mercedes Arena. Oh, it didn't really work out, did it? He couldn't stay there. If he could have stayed there, he might have been able to take that corner. But he's very close, coming up to the, what is it, the Coca-Cola? No, that's the last turn, isn't it? Let me have a quick butch. Oh, come on, quick. Yes, it is the... No, it's not the... It's the Dunlop Kiro. Right, so, anyway. I'm going to have to leave these two because a bunch of people have now already finished, which I just don't understand this. Let's watch Jack finish his championship. Enra's in the chat, Daiko, because, and I quote, yes, I rage quit. He wasn't very happy with some of the behaviour of other drivers and their desperation to get ahead. But I'll let you two talk about that in your own time. I am going to say well done. Jack Balding Racing, JJ, the new, I think I'm right in saying the new inaugural eDTM champion of all this time. Holman was second. 282, commanding and you know, a brilliant drive. Not commanding. I mean, he was in third and he should have been because he was, you know, he got there. Jack LaMotta managed to get fourth after he overtook JD, and then JD just lost it, spinning. No, that wasn't JD, was it? So there you go. Jamie was in 12th. Damo was in 13th. Enra was in 14th because he didn't finish, because he went like that, and he picked up a hammer in one hand, and he picked up the other thing in the other hand, an axe. He put on his big hairy bear suit. They didn't have things with horns on the head. That didn't happen. Ian, thank you. Congratulations, JJ. And he went raw like that, which is fair enough. You know, I do things like that now and again. I have already saved the replay, thank you very much. My magical Guinness fairy with his mushrooms. He doesn't take mushrooms as far as I'm aware. And if he does, he wouldn't tell me. So, there you go. That's fantastic. I'm going to go into the stream and say... JJ is the champ. Like that. Oh, stop doing that. Well. Let's have a look at these race results here. First, Request Jack, followed by Holman, followed by 2, the Flying Finn, followed by Jack LaMotta from sunny Deutschland in that horrible beetle thing, followed by the American JD with the love of his whiskey, proper nice whiskey. Strangely likes it with ice, maybe now and again. In the big thundering V8 from Germany. Followed by another Flying Finn, Maruga Scorpion, followed by Mikey, who is second in the championship. If my calculations are correct. Neil Seal is next. And if let's have a quick look, that means that Neil the Seal. Oh, let's see. So, Enra, because you quit, you might have ended up third. Don't want to rub it in, mate, but you were at 112 and Neil was at 117 and you were ahead of Neil. You might have actually ended up with only 5 points difference. But, you know, Celavi, so ist das Leben. That's it, digger. This track is just as horrible as Interlagos, yeah. That first corner, I absolutely despise. And the Mercedes Arena is not great, is it? Anyway, moving down. Followed by M3 guy, followed by Doug in Racer 14, followed by Maisto in the McLaren, followed by Jamie, followed by Not Bob. Who hates, don't care. I'm glad you don't care. I'm not having a go at you, mate. I'm just disappointed that I would have loved to have seen you do more. Right. I am going to exit here. Don't go anywhere because we missed the overtake. Anybody know what lap it was on? The overtake where young JJ got past Holman, his VQS teammate. Yes, congratulations to the Flying Finns. They flew. They did very well. Home library. No, not that one. Replays, get it right. Okay, Nurburgring, play. I think this worked quite well last time, where we were asking people for what bits they wanted to see. We will be able to see the start from different perspectives. I think I missed every important moment as well. Well, I didn't miss that somebody went in the pits. So there, in your face, Simon. I bet you did a brilliant job, Simon. Thank you so much for stepping in, for whatever reason you were stepping in. If Matt's listening, thank you for being Matt. And wonderful. Right, what's going on here? Oh, God, he's got this thing. Why does it do this? I hate this game, it's shit. Right, let's get ourselves sorted. I just hate the angles it gives you. Have I got the right options? Display all? Yes, good. Right, so let's, as you can see, if I remember correctly, we had a nice line astern for the first two, and then Enrit did a super job, as did, I think it was JD. So let's have a look for these people. We'll just watch this. Didn't catch this properly before because of the idiotic nature of this game, where I have to come out and go back in again, or I can't change between the cars and change angles. Great job. Hello, Doug. Great job. Oh, you see? Yes, JD got a fantastic start. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to JD, and I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to go on board chase cam with JD. What a superb start. Super duper start. Wow. So Tewu got a decent start, but Enra second phase managed to get ahead. Excellent stuff. So let's go back to the start again and go a little bit further back. Let's watch. Let's go there. So we're on board with Mikey. Oh, Maruga Scorpion got a terrible start there, so that's why I ended up going. Jack LaMotta not a great start either. So Enra just diving in on the brakes. Great job, Mr. Scorpion. Oh, Mikey couldn't get the power down. Couldn't get the power down. Otherwise, he would have been further up. So as you can see here, he lost out a lot there. 2 places at least, because the power just span up. 3 places perhaps. Jack LaMotta and Maisto. I don't know where Jack... No, I think I need to have a look at Jack LaMotta there. Let's go back to Jack LaMotta. Where is he? Come on. And then I'm going to... I want to see... Right. Bad start. Wheel spin. Bogged down. Everyone flying past him. I want to see... Okay, so he's got the inside line, which is good for the first corner. Okay. I think I'm going to have to go on board. Richie, Daiko, if you can have a look at this. I want to see if... Now, was that a tap that he gave Mikey from behind, or was that Mikey losing it on the curb? It was hard for me to tell. I want to see what he does next, though, because he appeared down the inside. Lots of rubbing. Is okay. Rubbing. I mean, it's not for me to decide. Lots of rubbing. And pushing. Yeah. I'm going to leave that up to other people, the organisers, to decide what's going on here. Okay, let's get back down the field a bit so we can see Mikey, Seal, Maisto. Let's go back to M3 guy. What's from there? Not a bad start. Certainly making up. So it's got some grunt, that thing, isn't it? Now that's interesting. I wonder if I can see. Okay, I just want to see. Nope, there's no contact there. There's no contact between Jack LaMotta and Mikey, from what I could see there. Right, let's go back further. Let's take it from the back and have a look at what Jamie and Damo and Doug did. See, that's what I was talking about the how hard it is to control the throttle on the pad. Go to lap 3, turn 7 on Enra. Certainly, I will do that, sir. I will do that. I'll just finish. Took a nice wide line, kept out of trouble. A little bit of a tap there, but that wasn't. Just a bit of a sort of a Doug understeering. So Doug. It's the whole thing where you got nowhere to go because there's no one in front, and he's going out. He's going out. Jamie trying to turn back in. Yeah. Just a bit of a cuddle, I think. Right, so Jamie forgot to turn T. Said, yeah, well, I've been there, mate. I've been there a lot. He still did a great job, honestly. Let him know. Blow a big raspberry on his left cheek, and I mean face. Go like that and say, you did a great job, like that. And then when he hits you, get off me, like that. It's not my fault. Right, where were we? We're going to Enra. Let's go to Enra. And you wanted... Okay, what was it? Lap 3, turn 7. Okay, so lap 3, get out of the way. Friend request, thank you for a friend request. Okay, so we're on lap 3. Flying Finn coming flying past. I think I want to take this a bit further back, and I want to go back there. So he's obviously been pressurising you for a little bit. His brother needs to remind him to take off from brain. Yeah, pretty clean there, I think, so far. That's a lot of respect for a Norwegian and a Finn. Oh, what happened there? That was just bizarre. Sorry, that was just bizarre. Were you being... Oh, you've got a bunch of people behind you. Oh, okay. This is interesting, because that was really bizarre. So this is turn... What? That's a glitch, right? Up the inside, they're all coming up the inside. Everyone's coming up the inside. There's nowhere near him. That's just a... Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. Okay. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, what's going on there? Yeah, it was. It's down on the brakes. Oh. That was a bit of a dive. So is that the bit you're talking about? Let's go back and look at that again from your perspective. Oh no. Yeah, so from your perspective, and then I... Okay, let's try that one more time. Short shifting. So I'm going to take the corner and short-cutting the corner. Okay, so this is it looks a little bit like a Danny Ricciardo sort of jump down the inside, but then, you know, he got around the corner because he hit you, or did he just catch you on the hop? So is that what you were talking about, Enra? I'm trying to think. I've got to remember what turn 7 is now. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it is turn 7. So we're on to the. So that is the one you're looking for. Gentleman Motor, Enra left the door open. Yeah, I mean, I'd tend to agree with Dammer that it was a late break. We'll go back to Jack. Actually, what we'll do is go back to JD, so you can see it from behind, and then we'll also do it. So yeah, that was a definite dive. You'd already committed to take the racing line, I'm thinking. He's on the racing line and fully alongside you. It's a difficult one, and of course that meant you couldn't. I mean, I suppose, could you have sort of leant back in on him so both of you got round, but then would that have meant that you were pushing him? You know, that bouncing off of him sent you wide, which meant you didn't get the chance. You had to come off the power, which left you vulnerable then to JD and behind. I just think it's such a shame because you're so far ahead of Mike at this point. The points difference might have given you third, mate. I'm not, you know, I'm not sort of like telling you off or anything stupid like that. You're a grown man. You're perfectly capable of making your own decisions. Oh, and then there was a bit of a push on the gravel. Unfortunate. Inside line for Enron. Enron. Is it Enron? Advan Enron. Where did I get Enron from? Shut up, Andrew. So, Jack kept his wheels on the curb. Yeah. And, you know, you've got a bunch of people behind you, so this is a sort of a... if you can keep your head when everyone else is going nuts situation. So, I know people are diving up your inside, but you've got brilliant switch back there, brilliant switch back. Difficult getting the power down, but oh, you see that? Oh, now you're getting angry. I can tell you're getting angry now. Oh, yeah, I was right. You're getting angry because that's where you went. You've had enough. Yeah, I can see why you got annoyed there. Genuinely, I can see why you got annoyed. I don't know whether Scorpion should have... Yeah, I mean, let's watch this from Scorpion's point of view. Is taking the inside, because he's late on the brakes there. You get a brilliant switch back. It's a pity you couldn't get the power down there, because you would have been cleanly ahead then. Yeah, you could have taken that line if you'd have managed to get the power down and you were a little bit ahead. You know, you were actually cleanly ahead, and then you could have taken that racing line and it would have been fine, no problem. Because he was just that little bit there before the ones came out. I could see you were getting angry there, Andrew. I could see you getting angry there. So, you know, I'm not going to have a go at you. It's not my place. And, you know, just... generally speaking, we get pretty clean racing here. So, to answer Simon's question, the champion is JJ. Unless no one's contradicted me so far. So, at the moment, we have, as far as I reckon it, champion is Jack. Mikey is second, and Neil the Seal is third, because Enra was the closest person to Neil. So, I don't know actually. Hold on, Holman. Now, Holman had 100 points. Someone's going to have to help me out. Somebody official's going to have to help me out. I just do the talking. Holman finished second, which means he got 30 points. So he now has 130. Mikey finished... what point did Mikey finish? Oh, I've forgotten. I've forgotten what point Mikey finished. Let me just go back and find out. Let me have a quick look. Okay, Mikey came 7th. Alright, so 7th is 16 points. So 130. So Mikey, sorry, it's not Mikey I'm thinking of. Seal. Neil the Seal had 117 points. Where did Neil come? Oh, God, Andrew. So annoying. I had it there as well. Mikey's definitely second. And Neil came 8th. I think. Brain! Work! I hate the way it doesn't let everyone finish. Keep going. Yes, 8th. So Neil finished 8th. Which means that he got, as I just said, 14 points. I didn't just say that. So Neil was on 117 and he got 14 points, so that is 131. So by a single point on my calculation, but it will need confirmation, by my calculation, Neil the Seal came 3rd by a single point over Holman. It's like if Holman had won the race, he would have come 3rd. So there you go. Yes, so I think that it was JJ, Mikey, then Neil. I'm right. Oh, spell. Can't type. Then Holman by 1 point. There you go. Okay, right, so yes, we need to now find where, unless anybody has got any more requests, we need to find where Jack got past Holman. Ah, there. Good. So let's set this up. Let's go back a little bit further. So we're on lap 4. On board with Jack, who's been sitting behind. He's done very consistent. 154.4, 154.4. Ah, Holman got a penalty. Oh, Holman, you naughty boy. Look at that cut in that corner. Naughty, 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 very naughty. So 1 second penalty. Jack didn't even have to overtake. I'm wondering. Look at that. I mean, that's honour, that is. Isn't that brilliant? Pulled over, took his penalty like a champ. Super duper. I do wonder whether Jack would have just sat behind him. Because, I mean, they're on the same team and they know each other well, I think. And, you know, maybe they'd worked out that Holman needed the best chance to get 3rd on the grid. Third in the championship. So, lucky, very lucky there for Neil Seal. His 3rd place was helped by the fact that Holman got a penalty. Oh, that was fantastic. That was quite exciting. So, okay. Any requests? Any requests? I mean, that was the big overtake that we missed. There was a few battles going a bit further on. Anybody else want anything they want to see before we decide we've all had enough? Have we had enough? What's going on? What's happening, dude? I think Simon's finished. Simon's finished his. Simon's finished his. Yep. Marvellous. Requests? Challenge for the chat? Jeepster by T-Rex. Don't know that one, sorry. I only know, you know, the other one. Well, Goof Knight, thank you too for streaming. Ah, come on, Henry, you did a superb job to be in the position you were in, and you hadn't overtaken the pits. Who overtook the pits? Route 2. You did a great job, Henry. I don't be too hard on yourself, mate. You know, I hate racing. It does me head in. Too many people putting you off and this kind of stuff. I will indeed share the replay, Richie. Read my other message. Okie dokie. I was sitting behind, saving tyres and fuel. Right, you were going to overtake in the pit. You're right, you were doing it on strategy. Okie dokie. So you were going to go past him. Alright, no, that's fair enough. It's nice to know. I just wondered. They had 10 times. Yes, I know, but I was never a massive fan. I only know them from actually watching them on Top of the Pops as a kid. And then the other one I can remember is that, I can't remember what it's called now because my brain's gone. That is spooky. I was thinking of Hot Love by Two. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, see, this tells me something about you, Jack. I mean, I know you were competitive, but it's me thinking, oh, he's going to let Holman win because he knows he can't be caught by anybody, really. Blah blah. No, you weren't, were you? You were going to destroy him anyway. Oh, Jack, you're so competitive. It's great. Where is the Discord cabinet? Do you mean Cabernet Sauvignon? So JJ is a double champion. He's the British HHTCR champion of the world because we had international drivers, and he's the German eDTM champion of the world because they had international drivers. Get it on, that's the one. Get it on. I'm not singing that. I'm good with makeup on. I do remember seeing documentaries where they just kept going on about how manly and make-upped up he was. You see, that sliding, even Holman in the Ferrari sliding all over the place. So you can imagine how awful I am in it. I think I'd be okay if I'm doing about 50 and then 10 going around here. I hate that corner. I just truly hate that corner. Getting the braking and the turning right. Horrible. And this is just on and on and on and on and on and on. And this tightens. I hate tightens. But at least you can see it. I did discover last night, because there's a you know, an online time trial at Brands, the Brands short circuit, the Indy circuit, and I hate it because every damn corner's blind. At least when it's the full circuit, some corners you can see. Oh dear. So, I mean, our flying Finn, T-Wo, 82, I think thoroughly deserved third place in this race. Fast, consistent, clean, super duper. Really good. Jack, another Jack who desperately wants to win. I'm going. But he's in a Beetle with a big heavy weight out of the back. I mean, look at the back end. He's fighting the back end. Look at it. Fight. Kill those tires. I kill you. Did you catch your celebration? We watched you go over the line, mate. We did. You did your spinny spin. I do like these thundering V8s. I think it was the first GT3 car I drove in the game. So, Holman was the first to pit, JD was the next. Interesting. So Holman was obviously trying to... no one wanted to look at incidents in our lobby. Well, it's just... Last time, was it last time? I did this and people seemed to like it. So I thought I'd do it again. As I miss bits, I just thought, you know, it gives people the opportunity to see things and ask things and gets a bit of interaction in the chat. Probably goes on a little bit too long. We literally caught the spin at the line. Literally, yes. I was like, I've got to get to him quick, and we caught the spin. We can look at it again, no problem. Everyone's going into the pits on lap 7. You were right, Richie. You were right. Jack disappearing, running on fumes. But let's have a look at that now. What we're going to do is we're going to go in here like we would earlier, because this it's got quite a lot of lock on, and you can hear the wheels scrubbing. But that was actually quite a consistent line. Hits the apex, out wide. Keeps a nice consistent line, unwinds on the exit. Very smooth. Very smooth. Going towards the hairpin, the name of which I've completely forgotten what it is. Ugh. I think I do remember these things. Dunlop Kehre, Michael Schumacher. Yeah, I think it's worth watching him do one of his super fast laps, because this is the out lap from the pits, so obviously he wants to nail it. Sorry, the in lap to the pits, so he obviously wants to nail it. It's worth having a look. What we're going to switch it to, Jack? A Renault Clio Mini, 850 Mini. And he comes on that nasty tight bend. There you go. So quite a few came in on lap 7, the rest came in on lap 8, I think. Let's go back to Jack and get to the line. Let's see. He's sticking with the R8. Well, it seems to be doing you well. You know, I'm involved in a conversation in another racing series talking about whether or not people can modify the car, suspension, that kind of stuff. You know, keep the power the same, but things like gearing and suspension, personally, I think people should be allowed to modify, because then you get it tailored to the circuit and tailored. You're not handicapped by the car. I want to see how well people drive, and if you're handicapped by the car, you know. And there's this discussion about, oh, you got to drive around the problems of the car, and I said, well, you know, yeah, that's okay for. One of the things that has been noted by some of the best drivers in the world, and we're talking Senna, Schumacher, Jackie Stewart, Jim Clark, think of a name, Alonso, Hamilton, Max. They all do flatter the car, you know. Schumacher nearly won the championship in 2000. No, sorry, 90. Was it 99? He nearly won the championship with not a great car, but he still nearly won the championship because he flattered it. And yeah, so that's fine. But this is Gran Turismo. It's not. We're not racing in World Series. Whatever, we're having fun, and I have more fun in a car that suits me. It's like me and Richie last week, a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, I can't even remember now. In that Fittipaldi, which in a day seemed to just completely change its handling, and I didn't enjoy driving it as much in the actual track tour as I did in the practice, because it didn't suit what I was doing. I'm not pretending that I'm able to do a very good job with it, but at least I was able to sort of do a job with it, do something with it, and improve and learn. So I think that we should be allowed to fiddle with the suspension. 15 laps, okay. Oh, I thought it was 14 for a minute. It's not giving me a time, you see. Right, let's watch a little celebration. Everybody watching? This should be it. Lap 15. No. 16 then. God. It says final lap. Excellent. Should have been looking for that. Uh-oh. Pressed it too many times. Running on fumes. How annoyed would you have been if you ran out of petrol? Like on the last lap. You wouldn't have been happy. Only 1.5 spins? Not even 1.5. Let's try that again. Count the spins. I don't like the way. There we go. A 360. Yeah, I suppose it's alright. Holman goes over the line. Everybody else goes over the line. What does Jack LaMotta do? Over the line or is there a spin? Nope, over the line. JD thundering his V8. Is there going to be oversteer? Over the line. Moruga Scorpion. Will he have a sting in his tail for the line? No. And everybody else, they'd already have the checkered flag. Apart from one. That's really weird. Work that out. Very strange. Right. Norwich colour and the new logo you made for me. Alright, I better read up a bit. So you like the Norwich colours? Oh, and it's Ian saying that. Sorry, I saw DTR and it's like, why is Richie asking for Norwich colours? And I will share the, as long as it shares this one, because when I try to share the last one I had, it gets to 72% of stops every single time, regardless of what I do. So I don't know what's going on. It's because everything's crap and it hates me. Right, that, unless there's anything else for people to say. Anything anybody want to say? No. Are we sorted? Are we finished? Get your ABS on. And do you want it clean or battle scarred dirty? Battle scarred. Put big holes in it. You know, burst tyres, a wheel hanging off. Yeah. Okay, so if no, well, you guys are still talking in the chat. Do you want me to carry on for a little bit once you can finish what you're saying? I don't mind. I don't care. I'll go and watch When Harry Met Sally or something else on Telly Welly. Get myself a cup of tea. What day is it? Saturday. Yeah. And I will see you all soon. Talk to you soon. Not a problem, Richie. It's been great. It's been nice to be involved. It's been nice to find out that I can do something like this, which is great. Get to the gym. Oh, if I could afford it. Need to make inquiries about that. It's annoying. 2 years. It was 2 years now when they started all this lockdown for 2 weeks and it went on 2 years. Anyway, so I'm going to cut the abs there and slide into the gravel of oblivion and say thank you all for joining us. Thank you so much for Diaco for putting this whole thing on for the eDTM and the Discord thing and all that lot. Thank you to Richie and to Moomin and all the other people organising stuff. The magical fairy and Moomin with his purple Moominness. Yes, I know. I did get it. Honestly. I understood. Really. Why would you think I didn't understand that? I just wasn't. I wasn't dignifying such a terrible joke. Who else am I going to thank? Thanks for Simon for helping and joining. Thanks to Matt for also doing superb commentaries with the AMs, the Amdram. And I'll share this and say goodnight. Nighty night, bugs. Be good, be careful, and take a gun with you if you can, you know, on your car. Bye.